Hey there, tech fans. Rick here from the OREI team with an overview of the UHD-402 HDMI switch matrix. This product makes it very simple for you to select from up to 4 HDMI input sources, and it will send the audio and video stream from that selection to 2 separate HDMI output ports. Now, what makes this product so special is you can send the same audio and video stream to both ports or choose different streams for either one of the ports independently. The product also supports a wide range of modern video and audio standards, including up to 4K ultra high definition video. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with an unboxing of the product just to show you all the components that are included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at each one of those components and explain the buttons, knobs, and indicators so you understand how to use it when you get it home. I'll give you a list of all the audio and video standards it can support, and then finally I'll come back and actually install the 402 here on the bench to show you just how simple it is to use. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you open up the box, you'll find the 402 unit itself. There's a power supply included that plugs into the wall. The other end has a micro USB connection, plugs into the back of the unit, and that's all the power you'll need. Also included is a remote control to make it very easy to select which input source you want to various output sources from your couch. And then finally included is a full instruction manual that lists all the audio and video standards the product can support. There are diagrams for connecting it properly once you get it home. And there's a question and answer section in there as well to sort of answer some of the questions you may have about the product. Now, if you stay tuned, I'll take a closer look at the components and explain exactly how this unit works. Now I'll take a closer look at the OREI UHD-402 HDMI switch matrix and explain the connections you'll need to make to get the product working with your own gear at home. Included with the package is the 4 input 2 output switch matrix, power supply, remote control, and full instruction manual. Let's take a look at the matrix. The cabinet is made out of a high-impact plastic, which makes it both durable and lightweight. On the bottom are 4 feet to keep it firmly in place in your media center or on your desk. On the top of the unit are 2 selection buttons that determine the output for both the A and the B connections. Every time you tap that, it'll walk through the 4 available inputs for the HDMI source. On the front of the unit, there's an HDMI input port for source number 1 and 2 indications for the output selection currently. So this is for output A and that's for output B. Every time you tap the button, it'll walk through these different 4 selections. On the back of the unit, you have 2 output connections, output A and output B, and the other 3 input connections, again, all HDMI connections, input 2, input 3, and input 4. So you'll connect the first source up front, the second, third, and fourth in the back. This is output A to your monitor 1 and output B to monitor 2. There's also a power supply connection that's used with the included power supply. This end plugs into the wall. The other end has a micro USB connection on it that plugs into the back here. Now, in addition to making the selection from these buttons on the top, you can also use the included remote control to select an output source directly from the 4 input choices. The OREI UHD-402 HDMI switch matrix works well with all modern media devices, including DVD players, cable boxes, game consoles, streaming devices like Roku, and home surveillance systems. It also supports a wide range of audio and video standards up to and including ultra-high definition 4K and 2K at 60 Hz. It's HDCP 2.2 certified and HDMI 2.0 compliant. The audio support includes Dolby True HD, DTS HD Master Audio with full ARC support included in the product. Now I'll show you the connections you'll need to make between the UHD-402 HDMI switch matrix and your own equipment at home. For this demonstration, I've set up 2 monitors, I have the power supply that came with the product plugged in, and I have 4 different media input sources ready to go, a laptop, a PC, a game console, and a media player. Now first I'll apply power to the unit, then I'll connect up the monitors, and finally I'll add those 4 media sources to the unit, and then I'll show you just how easy it is to step through each one of those inputs and send a different one to each of the monitors. So let's connect up the power supply. It's a standard micro USB connection, plugs right into the back of the unit. And now I'll add the monitors. I've got 2 HDMI cables, 1 for each of the monitors, and they connect to output A in the back and output B. And now I'll add the media sources. So we'll start in the back just to make it a little easier with input number 4, input number 3, input number 2, and input number 1's around front. Let me connect that up. Now what will happen is the unit is going through a power on self-test to make sure all the internal electronics are working. It's checking the resolution of all 4 of the media inputs to see what resolution those are, and then compares it against the monitors to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture as an output. So it should be up. Yep, there we go. So you've got Both of them start up on input number 1, so it's the same on both monitors. Now let me switch one of the monitors. I'll just tap that button once. They both blink out for a second because again, it's making whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best picture, and they'll come back on and you'll see the game console on the top and the media player on the bottom. So let me switch that again, and again, I'm switching the top monitor with this button. Now it's coming up on the third input, which is the computer, and then one more time I'll give you the fourth input. And you can use the remote to do this as well if you're across the room from it, but if it's set up on your desk, it's really easy just to tap the button. There's the laptop. Now I'll switch the bottom monitor. That's moving to input number 2. And what I'm showing you here is that it's extremely easy for you to switch between those various inputs and put whatever input you want on either one of the monitors. And again, you can display the same input on both monitors if that's what you're looking to do. And it really is just that simple to hook it up. We hope you found this overview of the OREI UHD-402 HDMI switch matrix helpful. This 4-input, 2-output switch can support media streams up to an ultra-high definition 4K resolution and makes it very easy for you to select from up to 4 HDMI media streams and send those to 2 separate outputs independently. We appreciate your business, and until next time, thanks for watching.